Yo, what is good, Knicks Nation? Welcome back to Knicks Media. This is Richie, and in this video, I'll be giving you guys my recap to the victory over the Indiana Pacers. The New York Knicks come out on top in this one, 110-107 in a very tight matchup. This went down all the way to the wire, and my heart is still beating out of my chest because this was a game that this Knicks team desperately needed. Before I hop into my breakdown of this game, please, if you guys are new to the channel, do not forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you guys want to check me out over on Instagram and Twitter, that is at nyknicks_media. And if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to thumbs it up. With that being said, let's get right into it. So this was a game that was a roller coaster one. We actually was down, what were we down by? 16 at one point, and I was like, uh-oh, we need to really get back into this because we cannot let this game get away from us. The Indiana Pacers were decimated with injuries. Brogdon was out for this game, and it was one of those going into it, it's like, this is a must-win. There's no excuses. If the Knicks really want to be a playoff contending team in the Eastern Conference, this is one of those games they need to win at home. Defend home court with those 2,000 beautiful Knicks fans in the arena, and we did that. Let's get into their individual performances. Julius Randle, our all-star, continues to just pad the stat sheet like an absolute animal. 28 points for our guy Julius, 10 rebounds, double-double, too easy. He also had 6 assists, 12 of 22 from the field, and a season-high 4 steals for Julius. Also was 2 of 5 from downtown. Another great game from Julius Randle. Great to see him continuing to prove that he is our all-star. Who else had a great game? RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett finished with 24 points, 7 rebounds, shot very efficiently, 4 of 6 from downtown. That is something you do not see from RJ frequently, so it's awesome to see him drilling those three-pointers. We know that RJ loves playing the Indiana Pacers. I don't know what's gotten into RJ, but whenever he versus Indiana, he has his best game. The sequence when he checked in the fourth quarter, he completely just propelled the Knicks to get the lead because we were losing by around 3 points, I think. RJ checks in. He hits a three-pointer. And then the next possession, he locks down on the defensive end, forces a stop. And then the next possession on the offensive end, he gets an and one, converts it at the free throw line. That's a 6-point swing. RJ Barrett coming in that fourth quarter really proved to be a clutch player, and I loved everything I saw from RJ. The one thing I will say about RJ though, he definitely missed those 2 free throws at the end of the game. Well, you want to see him improve at that aspect, but he was 4 of 7 from the line, but I'll give him a pass because his plus minus tonight was a plus 14. So RJ had a phenomenal game. Great to see RJ Barrett get back into rhythm. Another great game from our starting point guard filling in for Elfrid Payton and Derrick Rose. He finished with 17 points and a season high 11 assists from our point guard. That is awesome to see from D Rose. Shot very efficiently as well. 6 of 11 from the field. Also had 4 steals of his own. So the defense was all over the place. Nerlens Noel, he had 8 points, 7 rebounds, 2 blocks, and 1 steal. Overall, just a great performance from our starters. Let's get into the bench. Emmanuel Quickley, he did not get a lot of minutes tonight, but in 13 minutes of play, he had 10 points, 4 rebounds, 3 of 6 from the field, 3 of 4 from downtown, and had a beautiful 4-point play. And Frank Ntilikina, he got more burn tonight. He had a very crucial it was like the last play of the game. He got this steal to seal the W. So I'm really happy to see Frank get some minutes out there, and Frank continues to show his defensive value. And I love what I saw from Frank tonight. I love what I saw from the entire team. They showed grit. They showed heart. They understood going into this game that this is a must-win. Like I said earlier on the video, this is those type of games where if you want to be competing in the Eastern Conference for the playoff berth, you need to beat the Indiana Pacers, especially when they're missing out on their second-best player in Malcolm Brogdon. Because with him being out, it opens things up for the Knicks to take full advantage. And one thing I will say, though, about the Knicks is we're missing out on Mitchell Robinson. I've noticed it, especially with the injury to Taj Gibson. I forgot to mention that. He went down with a sprained ankle. He was out for the entire game after he only played, like 5 or so minutes. And it's unfortunate to see Taj go down because now 2 of our centers are injured. So when he went down in the late second quarter, we saw Tibbs bring in Kevin Knox, which was interesting. But Kevin Knox did not come in for the rest of the game. I think Tibbs just wanted to give some players some rest, and that's why I inserted Kevin Knox into the game. And then he maneuvered it and made some adjustments at halftime. But it's going to be really interesting to see what the Knicks do with Taj Gibson out, because he has a sprained ankle, so that's definitely going to be some time he's missing. Nerlens Noel is our only healthy big man, so we're going to have to experiment with small ball. But overall, man, I'm so happy with this W. I was very nervous, but this game shows you that this Knicks team has grit, and they know what it takes to get those W's. They defended home court. They proved to be a team to be reckoned with. We are back to 500 for the first time since we were, 5-5 on the season, all the way back in December or something like that. This is putting the New York Knicks on the map. New York Knicks fans, you guys should be jumping for joy right now, because this is, I think going into this game, it was low-key one of our most important games of the season. Honestly, it was, because how many times this season did we have a game to get back to 500? It feels like we were always one game away. Always one game away, and we always let it slip away. For example, the Orlando Magic. We could have became 500 against them, but we laid an egg. The Golden State Warriors 2 games ago. We could have became 500 then, but there's the Warriors, Steph Curry. You cannot complain about that loss. But then we defeat the Sacramento Kings, drop 140 points, and then we grind out a crazy W over the Indiana Pacers, who are a very good Eastern Conference team. And this should really give us hope for the rest of the season, because our schedule, it does not get any easier. It gets harder all throughout the rest of the season. And tomorrow we're versus the Detroit Pistons. That needs to be a W. Let's get over 500, because then we're going up against the Spurs and then the Pistons again. So we got the schedule's a little easy in this next week. The Spurs are definitely a very good team. They are a playoff team in the Western Conference. But I like what I'm seeing from this New York Knicks squad. I love the adjustments from Tom Thibodeau at halftime. The rotations, they are, I feel like every Knicks fan a little scratches their head over Thibodeau's rotations here and there. But listen, we cannot question this man Thibodeau. He knows what he's doing. He's a coach that understands how to win basketball games. He has a reputation of being a guy to take teams to the playoffs. Chicago Bulls, he took them to the playoffs for the first time in a long time. Minnesota Timberwolves, same deal. New York Knicks, we shall see. Nothing's guaranteed, but as of right now, the New York Knicks are indeed a playoff team. So how should Knicks fans feel after this W? We should feel ecstatic. Want to know why? Because nobody expected, including Knicks fans, us to be 500 with 34 games into the season, or however many it is. We are 17-17 on the year. And man, when is the last time the Knicks were this good this far into the season? Probably since 2012-13. It's been 7 long years of dark times for Knicks fans. So for everybody that's went through those entire times, watching every single game of everybody around the NBA pointing fingers at the Knicks, laughing at us because we're a terrible franchise, we're the laughing stock of the league, everybody just jokes around that the Knicks are absolutely atrocious. Now's the time to rejoice. We are building towards prosperity. Are we going to the championship and winning it all this year? No. Sorry to break it to you guys. That's not happening. You never know, though. What happened in 2000 with the Knicks? 8 seed went to the finals, but I'll just leave that there. But what I'm trying to say is, this is the season that I said to myself going in with this new coaching staff. What needs to happen? We need to see development within our young core, and if we can make the playoffs somehow and squeak in and see a really good core brewing with this, that's only going to help this team in the future, because it's going to attract free agents. It's going to put the New York Knicks on the map, and it's going to let a lot of people around the league look at the Knicks and say, damn, they're turning things around. And I want to be a part of that, because when the New York Knicks are good, the NBA is popping, because we are the most valued franchise in the league by far, around $5 billion, insane. And if the Knicks are winning, the Knicks fans, there's no other fan base like us. I'm sorry, anybody that's watching this that's not a Knicks fan, I'm sorry. There's no other fan base in the world other than New York Knicks fans. We go worldwide. There's people out of the country, in every single country imaginary. All throughout my live streams, I see people giving me love from New Zealand, England, Brazil, everywhere, literally everywhere. So Knicks fans are all over the place, and we deserve this exact moment. Great game from top to bottom. Coaching staff, Julius Randle proven to be an all-star even more. A really good game from RJ Barrett. Derrick Rose stepping in for Elfrid Payton, proving to be the starting point guard for the future in terms of this year. Not the future, I misspoke that. Derrick Rose proved to be the starting point guard for this season, because that's one thing I'm worried about when Payton gets healthy. What are they going to do with the rotations? But I'm not going to worry about that. Excellent game all around from the New York Knicks. I'm very happy and thankful that they got this dub. Let me know your take on the game. Let me know what you guys think. How happy are you? And comment down below a Statue of Liberty emoji if you watched until this moment. If you guys did not hit that thumbs up button already, please make sure you do so. I would greatly appreciate that. That does it for this video. Let's go Knicks. Go New York, go New York, go. Go New York, go New York, go. Peace out, guys.